Dear students, with a smile, we start our chemistry class. Before I start our class, I just to give you some information. In the previous session, hepta means 7. Fine, वहाँ पे 6 लिखा हुआ था, आप लोग 7 याद रखियो. सेकेंड इंफॉर्मेशन ये है, आप जो YouTube चैनल देख रहे हो उसके नीचे एक लिंक है, वहां पे आप क्लिक कर लो, वो PDF पालोगे आप. एंड थर्ड द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट इंफॉर्मेशन, we create a telegram group for your doubt clearing and discussions. So I will give the information, you just add that group. Fine, okay. Before I go into the class, I just want to share my views about your thoughts. I know you all are preparing for entrance, you all are entrance aspirants, so there are a lot of questions in your mind like that. How can I crack NEET? मुझे ये पता नहीं है, वो पता नहीं है, मैं incapable हूँ, मैं inefficient हूँ. A lot of question. It is a general perspective, general gesture है. Fine. Important क्या है? देखो, I will show you one thing. ये एक बकेट है, इसका efficiency और capacity है 10 लीटर. मुझे यहाँ पे पानी भरना है. अगर मैं 10 लीटर तक पानी भर लूँ तो ये फुल हो जाएगा. ठीक है, ये जनरल है. अगर मैं ये जो नीचे वाला पर्सन है इसको मैं काट देता हूँ. अभी हम जितना भी यहाँ पे पानी डालेंगे ये फुल हो सकता है क्या? तो इसका जो कैपेसिटी है वो बकेट के ऊपर डिपेंड नहीं करता. ये आप लोग ये बकेट हो, आपके पास क्या है, आपको क्या मालूम है, क्या नहीं है, कोई मतलब नहीं है. मतलब ये है हम आपको कैसे बना रहे हैं. वी आर द पाथ क्रिएटर. हमें एक ट्रैक बनाना है, इस पे आपको चलना है. अगर आप लोग सोच लोगे उसका फाइनल डेस्टिनेशन बात है कि मैं जा पाऊंगा कि नहीं, तो आप लोग चलना छोड़ दोगे. तो सिंपल सी बात है, कोई दिमाग में कुछ मत रखो, सिंपल सी पढ़ाई करो, खुशी से पढ़ाई करो. एंट्रांस इज ऑल अबाउट इंफॉर्मेशन एंड सिंपली फोकस. जो इंफॉर्मेशन वाला पार्ट है वो हमारा है, हम देते रहेंगे. जो आपका पार्ट है वो फोकस, आपको सिर्फ पढ़ना है. वी स्टार्ट अवर क्लास फ्रॉम द बिगिनिंग. आप टेंशन मत लो, आपको ये मालूम वो मालूम नहीं, हम हैं. हम दोनों मिलके डेफिनेटली वी कैन क्रैक द नीट. सक्सेस इज अ व्हीकल which moves with the will like hard work, but the journey is not complete without fuel like self confidence. तो हार्ड वर्क के साथ सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस भी बहुत जरूरत है, और वो आप लोग सब अपने अंदर वो एक ट्राई करो. यू आर नाउ सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंट, हम डेफिनेटली हम क्रैक करेंगे. फाइन. सो टुडेज टॉपिक इज फंडामेंटल पार्टिकल्स. फाइन. You know people, chemistry deals with the simply matter of atom and molecules. तो chemistry is a science of atom and molecules. Fine. तो जो fundamental particles है, simply we are starting from atom. Atom simply what is the definition of atom? In Greek word that is indivisible, ultimate particles. उसको divide हम नहीं कर सकते. ऐसा आगे एक information था, atom is indivisible. पर आप लोग इंटरमीडिएट है, आप सीख चुके हैं सब कुछ. एटम के अंदर भी न्यूक्लियस है, प्रोटॉन है, इलेक्ट्रॉन है, पॉजिट्रॉन है. दिस ऑल आर फंडामेंटल पार्टिकल्स आर देयर. फाइन. बट बिफोर दैट अकॉर्डिंग टू ये एक सोच था, एटम मींस इंडिविजुअल और अल्टीमेट पार्टिकल्स. डाल्टन जो पहले साइंटिस्ट थे वो दिए थे, ऑल मैटर कंपोज्ड ऑफ स्मॉलेस्ट इंडिविजुअल पार्टिकल्स कॉल्ड एटम. फाइन. और वो जो थ्योरी था, दो परसेप्शन पे बेस्ड था, लॉ ऑफ मास कंजर्वेशन और लॉ ऑफ डेफिनाइट प्रोपोर्शंस. ठीक है, तो इससे हम समझेंगे लॉ ऑफ मास कंजर्वेशन. व्हाट इज लॉ ऑफ मास कंजर्वेशन? सो एटम इज द इंडिविजुअल पार्टिकल और स्मॉलेस्ट पार्टिकल. डाल्टन द साइंटिस्ट वो एक्सप्लेन दैट एटम इज इंडिविजिबल और टिनी पार्टिकल्स और स्मॉलेस्ट पार्टिकल्स. सो सम पोस्टुलेट्स आर देयर. फर्स्ट वन इज मैटर कंसिस्ट ऑफ टिनी पार्टिकल्स कॉल्ड एज एटम. मैटर जो स्मॉलेस्ट पार्टिकल है मैटर का, उसको हम एटम बोलते हैं. एंड सेकेंड, इफ विल टेक ऑक्सीजन एज एन एलिमेंट, दैट मीन्स एक ही एलिमेंट में वन काइंड ऑफ एटम है. सिंपली है, आप ऑक्सीजन लोगे तो हर एक एटम ऑक्सीजन एटम है. इफ विल टेक हाइड्रोजन, ऑल आर हाइड्रोजन एटम्स. बट इफ यू टेक कंपाउंड्स, नॉट एलिमेंट्स, देयर आर डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ एटम्स. If there is an element, only one kind of atoms. If there is a compound, different kind of atoms. And the third one, most important thing, simply atoms are in an element, atoms are combined to form compounds, but they should be maintain a fixed ratio. If you take elements like hydrogen and oxygen and form a compound water, so I just want to say they maintain a fixed ratio, definite ratio, is the 2:1. so they can form water. Elements are combined to form compounds. Elements means what? Atoms. Atoms are in their elements, they are smallest particles, so they take part in chemical reactions. So they rearrange themselves to form compounds. If elements are combined, the atoms present in that elements, they rearrange themselves to form different compounds. But they should maintain a definite ratio. If I take hydrogen atom, oxygen atom and we combine them to form water molecule, in hydrogen element there are hydrogen atoms, in oxygen element there are oxygen atoms, they rearrange themselves and to form compounds water, but they should maintain with the combination, that is 2:1 with their fixed ratio. The fourth point, that is most important point, atoms are indestructible. In a chemical reaction, the atoms rearrange, but they do not themselves break apart. The atoms in a elements combine itself to form compounds, but they rearrange themselves, they don't break. I told you already, Dalton's atomic theory is based on law of conservation of mass, law of definite proportions. What do you mean by conservation of mass? Conservation of mass means mass remains constant during chemical reactions. Okay, simply you observe this example. Okay, there are two markers there. The black one is on right and the red one is on left. Fine. The black one is on right and the red one is at left. Okay, these are the elements. Fine. They can rearrange themselves to form compounds. I can rearrange themselves. Fine. Now the black one is on left and the red one is on right. You just observe. Is there any mass change before and after? No, no. The mass remains same. Fine. So in the reactant side, we take elements. The atoms are in the elements. They rearrange themselves, but don't break apart. They only rearrange to form compounds. So definitely mass remains constant. This is the law of conservation of mass. Dalton's atomic theory is based on this theory, that law of conservation of mass. When atoms in the elements rearrange themselves to form a compound, simply they rearrange themselves, don't break apart. So the conservation of mass is there. Fine. And the second one is law of definite proportions. I just want to say one thing. If I take hydrogen and oxygen, if I combine them, definitely they maintain 2:1 for the formation of water as a compound. So this is the Dalton's atomic theory. Atom is the individual particle, smallest particle, teeny particles of a matter. One element contains one kind of atom. Atoms, they are rearrange themselves to form a compounds, and they can maintain a fixed or definite ratio to form the compounds. And that theory is based on law of conservation of mass. That means when the chemical reaction occurred, on the mass of reactant side and product side should be at a constant. And second one is they maintain a definite ratio to form compounds. So these are the postulates: fundamental particles, atom, Dalton theory, and they observe law of conservation of mass and law of definite proportions. I already told you all the things in compound, with the definition of compound. If I take hydrogen and oxygen with the ratio 2:2, it doesn't form water, it forms hydrogen peroxide. Fine. And law of conservation of mass is just see the example. They are rearrange themselves, but the mass is remain constant. Okay. So students, I hope you understand what is atom, and according to Dalton's theory, what are the postulates. तो बच्चों, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी जो है वो डेवलप हो चुका था, मीन्स एनालाइज हो चुका था. तो चार्ज्ड पार्टिकल्स वी नो दैट पॉजिटिव एंड नेगेटिव, बट एटम इज न्यूट्रल. दैट्स व्हाई बहुत सारे एक्सपेरिमेंट हुए, कैथोड रे एक्सपेरिमेंट, एनोड रे एक्सपेरिमेंट, अल्फा रे एक्सपेरिमेंट. तो बहुत सारी चीजें, प्रोटॉन, न्यूट्रॉन, इलेक्ट्रॉन, जो फंडामेंटल पार्टिकल्स है वो डेवलप हो गए. तो सब कुछ बेसिक इंफॉर्मेशन है जिसे आपको याद करना है, आपको फोकस करना है. सिंपल सी है. पार्टिकल कैरिंग नेगेटिव चार्ज, पहले उसे नेगेटिव बोला जाता था, एंड देन चेंज इट टू दैट इज सिंपली इलेक्ट्रॉन. जो स्टोनी वो साइंटिस्ट थे, वो इलेक्ट्रॉन बोलते हैं. The specific charge E by m, charge by mass ratio of electron, was found to be independent of the nature of gas एंड इलेक्ट्रोड्स यूज। जो एक्सपेरिमेंट हुए थे सिंपली इलेक्ट्रोड एंड जो गैस वी कैन अप्लाई थ्रू दिस एक्सपेरिमेंट, उसकी नेचर के ऊपर जो चार्ज बाय मास रेशियो डिपेंड नहीं करता है। फाइन। थर्ड वन, मास ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन, यू नो 1/1837 मास ऑफ प्रोटॉन। मास ऑफ प्रोटॉन 1.67 in 10 to the minus 27 kg and 1 atomic mass unit. 1 atomic mass unit. Mass of electron 9.1 in 10 to the minus 31 kilogram. Charge of the proton, that is that charge of electron, like that simply. And charge of neutron, you know that is neutral. Discoveries: electron J.J. Thomson, proton Goldstein, neutron Chadwick, nucleus Rutherford or Rutherford. So these are the basic information. You just remember these are the I views. Fine. पहले इलेक्ट्रिसिटी आ गया था, चार्ज्ड पार्टिकल हम जान चुके थे. So atom is neutral. That's why we do experiments. We do experiments, cathode, anode ray, alpha experiments, and found proton, electron, neutron, like that. ओके उसका मास क्या है, चार्ज क्या है, किसके ऊपर डिपेंड करता है, ये सब बेसिक इंफॉर्मेशन है, आप लोग याद कर लेना. और ये डिस्कवरीज है सिंपली इलेक्ट्रॉन बाय जे.जे. थॉमसन, प्रोटॉन बाय गोल्डस्टेन, न्यूट्रॉन बाय चैडविक एंड न्यूक्लियस बाय रदरफोर्ड. दीज आर द मास एंड चार्ज. काइंडली रिमेंबर दिस थिंग्स, दैट शुड बी अप्लाइड लेटर. तो बच्चों इस पे फोकस करना. चार्ज ऑफ प्रोटॉन दैट इज 1.6 in 10 to the minus 19. दिस इज पॉजिटिव. यू नो प्रोटॉन इज पॉजिटिव चार्ज, इलेक्ट्रॉन इज नेगेटिव चार्ज, बट द क्वांटिटी इज सेम. फाइन. दैट इज ऑपोजिट चार्ज पार्टिकल्स, बट द चार्ज वैल्यू 1.6 into 10 to the minus 19 कूलम. ये पॉजिटिव डिफाइन करता है, वो नेगेटिव डिफाइन करता है. Now turn to atomic model. We already discovered the proton, electron, the charged particles. So now propose a model how the charged particles are in an atom. The first scientist Thomson, J.J. Thomson, was the first to propose a detailed model of an atom. Fine. What are the postulates? Thomson proposed that an atom consists of a uniform sphere of positive charge, in which the electrons are distributed more or less uniformly. You just take an example of watermelon. In watermelon, red parts are there, seeds are on the red parts. The red parts, they are positive charge, and the seeds are electrons, negative charged particles. Fine. So the examples, due to this example, this is also known as plum pudding model, raisin pudding model, watermelon model. You will take an example of cake. There are some substitutes on the cake. The cake is uniformly positive charge on an atom, and the substituents, they are electrons. The mass of the atom is considered to be evenly spread over that atom, because the mass of an atom depends upon mass of protons. Simply, and electrons, they all are spread over the atom. Second one, it is a static model. No movement of electron takes place. तो इट्स ए स्टैटिक मॉडल है, इस पे इलेक्ट्रॉन और प्रोटॉन का मूवमेंट नहीं है. वो प्रोटॉन है पूरी यूनिफॉर्मली स्प्रेड है, उसके ऊपर इलेक्ट्रॉन एम्बेडेड है. दिस इज दैट लाइक दैट मॉडल. फाइन. वाटरमेलन, आपका रेड पार्ट है वो पॉजिटिव चार्ज स्प्रेड हुआ है, उसके ऊपर जो सीड्स है वो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आर एम्बेडेड है. सो देयर इज नो मूवमेंट ऑफ प्रोटॉन्स एंड इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. सो इट्स ए स्टैटिक मॉडल. फाइन. एंड द लास्ट वन, couldn't explain the stability of an atom. You know that all are negative charged particles. Negative charged particles, similar charge. If they close to each other, definitely there is a repulsion. So this model doesn't predict the stability of an atom. How atom is stable? With the similar charge, they are exist close to each other. इलेक्ट्रॉन जो है वो सिमिलर चार्ज है, उसको हम अगर क्लोज पे रखेंगे तो डेफिनेटली देयर विल बी रिपल्शन डेवलप्ड. सो इस मॉडल के हिसाब से हम एटम का स्टेबिलिटी प्रिडिक्ट नहीं कर पाए. व्हाट इज द ड्रॉबैक? दिस इज द ड्रॉबैक. फाइन. एक मॉडल का ड्रॉबैक है, इसीलिए नेक्स्ट मॉडल आता है. तो इसका ड्रॉबैक है, ये स्टार्टिंग मॉडल बोले जो इलेक्ट्रॉन का मूवमेंट नहीं है, प्रोटॉन का मूवमेंट नहीं है, और नेक्स्ट वन इज इट डजंट प्रेडिक्ट द स्टेबिलिटी ऑफ एन एटम. Fine. The positive charge is spread uniformly in an atom, and the negative charge are embedded on that. They are with no movement. They don't predict the stability. So students, now we discuss about Rutherford's atomic model. We already discussed Thomson's atomic model. What are the drawbacks? Static, doesn't predict stability. तो अब हम देखेंगे Rutherford's atomic model. Fine. तो इस पे दो चीज बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. Rutherford used gold foil. Why gold foil? Simply because gold is a heavy metal and it have little reactivity. During experiment कुछ केमिकल चेंजेस नहीं होगा, इसलिए गोल्ड फॉइल यूज किया गया था. Second, alpha particles. All are radioactive particles, alpha, beta, gamma. Alpha carrying plus 2 positive charge with mass as like helium-4. Beta, it as like as electron carrying negative charge with no mass, and gamma with no charge and no mass. तो अब एक्सपेरिमेंट पे जाएंगे. अल्फा रे सिंपली विथ गोल्ड फॉइल. फाइन. सो व्हाट आर द ऑब्जर्वेशंस? पहला ऑब्जर्वेशन ये था, मोस्ट ऑफ द अल्फा पार्टिकल्स वेन स्ट्रेट विदाउट सफरिंग एनी डिफ्लेक्शन. बहुत सारे अल्फा पार्टिकल को क्रॉस करके चले गए विदाउट सफरिंग एनी डिफ्लेक्शन. आप इस पे क्या समझते हैं? सिंपल चीज, एटम पे बहुत सारे जगह खाली, दैट मीन्स all most of the spaces in atom are empty, so they cross easily across the atom. Second one, a few of them got deflected through small angles. Some alpha particles, they get deflected. What does mean? Alpha we know carrying positive charge. Why it is deflected? That means it reflected with a similar charge. That means the center of the atom carrying positive charges. That's why when alpha goes across the atom, it repel each other, so deflected. Fine. Third one, a very few didn't pass through the foil at all but suffered large deflection or even come back in the direction from which they have come, that is at a deflection at 180 degree. Some alpha particles when across the atom, they back to their position at 180 degree. What does it mean? That means some mass is at the center, so they collide and they get back with the angle of 180 degree. What are the observations? Simply, first of all, some alpha particles, large alpha particles go across the atom, that means they have empty spaces. Second one, simply they are deflected with the repulsion of similar charge. Third one, they get back to their position with 180 degree, that means there is some mass at the center. These are the observations of alpha ray experiment of Rutherford's atomic model. Rutherford explained that model with alpha particles and gold foil. Gold foil, heavy metal, little affinity to react. Fine, little reactivity. Some chemical changes didn't happen. Fine. Alpha, radioactive element, plus 2 plus 4 mass. What are the observations? Some large alpha particles then across the atom, some deflected due to similar charge repulsion, some back to their position, that means some masses are at the center. Now the information of conclusion about Rutherford's experiment. First conclusion क्या है? Since most of the alpha particles went straight through the metal foil undeflected, it means that there must be very large empty space within the atom. बहुत सारे alpha particles हैं, वो cross करके atom पे चले गए. That means what? There are a lot of empty spaces in an atom. बहुत सारे empty spaces है atom पे. Second one, since few of the alpha particles were deflected from their original path through moderate angle, it was concluded that all of the positive charge is concentrated at the space occupied with this positive charge is very small in the atom. Simply, some alpha particles, they get deflected. Okay, they get deflected due to positive charge repulsion. So we observe that some positive charge is at center at small space. All are empty spaces. At center, some positive charge are there. Third one, a very few alpha particles suffer strong deflection on even returns in their path, indicating that the nucleus is rigid and alpha particles recoil due to direct collision with the heavy positive charged mass. Few alpha particles, they get back with an angle 180 when they collide. That observe that some mass is at center. So what are the conclusion? That in an atom large empty spaces are there, At center, positive charge is there. At center, some mass is there, and they occupy smaller volume as compared to the volume of atom. In an atom, there are empty spaces. At center, at small volume, there is a positive charge and a small mass. That's why the alpha particles across the atom get deflected, and few alpha particles they get back to their position with an angle 180 degree. Experiment, observation and conclusion. Now we focus about application. So now the application of Rutherford model. Fine. So nucleus consists of proton and neutron, collectively known as nucleus. What we observe due to the Rutherford's experiment, that the nucleus is at center. The substance which is at center have mass and have positive charge, that is nucleus. The nucleus is at center. The nucleus consists neutron and proton. Fine. And electrons revolving around the nucleus. Fine. So due to what we observe, the limitation of Thomson's model, that now the electrons protons are not in static model. Electrons are moved. Fine. And we also predict the stability with the opposite charge attraction. Nucleus is at center at positive charge, electron revolving around the nucleus. At the nucleus, there are two fundamental particles, proton and neutron. Now there are a question that proton are similar charge, positive charge, neutrons are chargeless. How they are arranged? They are arranged in an alternative manner. Proton, neutron, proton, neutron. So it explains the atomic model. What are the atomic models? Is according to the sun planet model, that there is an atom at center, nucleus, in nucleus there are neutron, proton arranged in alternative manner. The electrons are revolving around the nucleus. The volume of the nucleus is very small and is only minor fraction of the total volume of the simply atom. Total volume of atom. Okay. When we compare the volume of atom and the volume of nucleus, as compared to the volume of atom, the volume of nucleus is very small. It's all about 10 to the 15 times. Fine. The volume of atom is about 10 to the 15 times larger than the volume of nucleus. Third one, diameter of atom, that is 10 to the minus 8 cm. Some informations for you. Diameters of nucleus is 10 to the minus 13 cm. Fine. So the radius of the atom is proportional to the cube root of the nucleus in it. That is R proportional to A by 1 by 3. These are the basic informations. Fine. You just remember, you just observe and analyze these things. So this is the applications of simply Rutherford's model, that it explains the atomic model as like as sun planet model, that the nucleus is at center with carrying some positive charge and some mass, and the electron revolving around the nucleus. Fine. So there is a opposite charge attraction between nucleus and electrons. So it predicts the stability of the nucleus, and electrons are in movement, not in a static positions. We observed that some limitations about J.J. Thomson's model, that it is a static model. The electrons and protons are not moved at all, but due to this we can predict that they are in movement. Also it predicts the stability due to opposite charge attraction. There similar charge repulsion are there. So we observed the Rutherford model, alpha experiment, gold foil. Fine. Then the observations, and the next the applications. Now definitely there is a model, there is some drawbacks. Science is like that. Now we observe the drawbacks or limitations of Rutherford's model. So now the limitation, there are drawbacks of Rutherford's model. I already told you, when there is a model, there are some limitations, some drawbacks. So science extended on its path. Fine. So Bohr, Niels Bohr, you know that Bohr's atomic model. Bohr argued the drawbacks. What is the drawback? You already know, when a charged particle revolves, it emits energy continuously. If a electron, the charged particle, negative charged particle that revolving around the nucleus continuously, so definitely it loses energy. You already know these things in your atomic physics, that when charged particle oscillates, some disturbances are there, so that loses its energy. So when charged particle loses its energy, simply it becomes smaller and smaller and fall to the nucleus. So why these things is not happened yet? So this is the drawback of Rutherford's model. Simply this is a nucleus, that is a shape of atom, but atom shape is arbitrary, but we found that is a circular sphere, electrons revolving around the nucleus. Fine, it's a charged particle. When it continuously emits energy, now its circle becomes smaller, and one time it's fall on the nucleus, but that things is never happened yet. Fine, okay, so this is the drawback. Rutherford doesn't explain this concept, why these things not happened yet. If that is a charged particle, it definitely emits energy, and one case is fall to the nucleus, but these things are not happened. So this is the drawback of Rutherford's model. And second one way you just observe that when you move anything, when you stop it, it going outside. So what is the things? Firstly, there are two forces are existing in that. One is that is the opposite charge attraction, that is Coulombic attraction, fine. And second one is due to the movement in a circular path, when we lose that going to outside. This force, right? These two forces are in a balanced form. One is acting towards center, that is Coulombic attraction, opposite charge attraction. इलेक्ट्रॉन को ये जो न्यूक्लियस है, न्यूक्लियस पॉजिटिव चार्ज है, इलेक्ट्रॉन नेगेटिव चार्ज है, so somehow there will be an attraction. So nucleus attracts the electron towards itself, and also it's moving in a circular path, so it going outside. These two forces are existing, but Bohr argue किए इस चीजों को कि these are the drawbacks of Rutherford models, and now extended to Bohr's atomic model. First point, kindly remember that when electron moving in a circular path, it is in static state. It simply doesn't gain or lose the energy. Fine. So जब हम Bohr's atomic model पढ़ेंगे तभी हम बता देंगे क्या क्या है उसमें. तो ये Rutherford model का drawbacks था कि इलेक्ट्रॉन एक चार्ज पार्टिकल है, वो जब तक कंटिन्यूसली मूव कर रहा है लेकिन एनर्जी एमिट नहीं कर पा रहा है. फाइन, अगर ऐसा होता होगा तो वो इलेक्ट्रॉन न्यूक्लियस के ऊपर आके फॉल हो जाता है. फाइन, तो ऐसा तो देखने को नहीं मिल रहा है, तो ये एक्सप्लेन नहीं किया Rutherford व्हाई दिस थिंग्स आर नॉट हैपेंड. सो इसको लेके फिर बोर्स मॉडल आया जो हम बाद में देखेंगे. अभी थोड़ा हम बेसिक इन्फॉर्मेशन आई वांट टू गिव यू लाइक आइसोटोप्स, आइसोटोप, दिस थिंग्स इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर यू. तो आज थियोरेटिकल पार्ट जो थे पहले हमने शुरू किए सिंपली द फंडामेंटल पार्टिकल्स एटॉम. Atom, Dalton's atomic theory. According to Dalton, what is the significance of atom, what is the definition of atom. Then Dalton's atomic theory हमने clarify की क्या क्या postulates था, क्या क्या point था. Fine. उसके बाद simply जो लॉ, बेसिस ऑफ लॉ पे डाल्टन एटॉमिक थ्योरी बना हुआ था उस पर भी हम कंसिडर किए. फिर आए हमने जे थॉमसन मॉडल, फिर सिंपली रदरफोर्ड मॉडल. उन मॉडल का क्या हुआ था, सिंपली ऑब्जर्वेशन है, एक्सपेरिमेंट है, कंक्लूजन है और ड्रॉबैक्स है. एवरी वन इज अ ड्रॉबैक. फाइन. So I hope you understand all the things perfectly. Now I give you some of the basic information about isotopes, isobars. Okay, these things are very very important for exam point of view. आप लोग इसे अच्छी तरह से याद रखिए, ठीक है. कोई टेंशन नहीं लेने का, सिंपली फोकस करके देखने का जो भी है. फाइन. उसके बाद you just do questions. We will give you PDFs. We will give you questions. You just do question, and just one thing you remember: there is a Telegram group for your doubt clearings. So you just add that group and ask the question whatever you have doubt. We definitely clear these things. So students, I hope you get bored due to theory. Now I will give you some basic informations about atomic number and atomic mass. I already explained you what is atom, the theories, the atomic concepts like modern atomic theories. Fine. Now I just want to observe the atomic number and mass number. Fine. So what is about atomic number? Atomic number simply known as nuclear charge represented by Z. I know आप लोग इस सब चीजों के साथ बहुत सारा फेमिलियर हो, फिर भी थोड़ा इन्फॉर्मेशन है, आप थोड़ा एनालिसिस कर लो, रिमेम्बर कर लो. एक सिस्टमेटिकली हमको जाना है तो थोड़ा ये देख लो आप. For neutral atom, you know number of proton equal to number of electrons. The number of protons present in the nucleus is called atomic number. For charge, the number of electrons equal to Z minus charge on atom. Simply, what is about atomic number? The number of protons. It is also known as nuclear charge and represented through Z. For neutral atoms, that is number of proton is equal to number of electrons. We will take an example like sodium. Sodium for atomic number is 11. The number of protons is 11, number of electrons is 11. For chargeless vessel, if sodium loses an electron, that is turned to Na plus. For the Na plus, the number of proton is 11, but the number of electron is 10. That is 11 minus 1 equal to 10. Fine. The number of protons minus charge. Fine. So 11 minus 1 equal to 10. So whatever atomic number, the number of proton presents, that is also called nuclear charge. Any atom you will take, no problem atom. For oxygen, for nitrogen, anything you can take, no problem atom. Okay, you know already what is atomic number. Now about mass number. Mass number is represented by A, that is sum of neutrons plus sum of protons. It is all about nucleons. That in nucleus you know that there are protons and neutrons. Fine. So actually the mass of an atom is equal to the mass of nucleons, because the mass of electron is very negligible. So mass of nucleons is about mass of proton plus mass of neutron. That is represented as A equal to N plus B, that is neutron plus proton. And this is the representation of an atom, that X is an atom of an element, A that symbolizes mass number, that is equal to number of neutrons plus number of protons, and this is about Z. Z means simply atomic number and number of protons, you can say. Fine. So it's some basic informations about atomic mass and atomic number. You can represent an atom through atomic number is at about below, and atomic mass is at up. Fine, of the symbol, that is an X. X is one atom of an element. So atomic number, atomic mass, we already explained. That is J.J. Thomson's model, Rutherford's models. We observed, we experiment, we concluded, we giving the drawbacks. Fine. And now I will give you the information about atomic mass and atomic numbers. Now just do some questions. Okay. Don't worry, just get into the concept, apply yourself. Definitely you can crack. Now we will observe some numerical questions, and some questions. So some examples, we will take sodium cation, Na plus. So 11 is its atomic number, number of proton is 11. What about number of electrons? Simply 11 minus plus 1, that is 10. 10 number of electrons it has. Right? Sodium plus, that is 11 atomic number, 11 protons, but electron is about 10. Similarly F minus, number of electrons, that is n plus 1, that is 10, but number of proton, that is 9. Fine. Similarly C612 and C613, you know, that is represented through atomic number, that is number of proton. It is a neutral atom, so that is number of proton is equal to number of electrons. So is about 6, but number of neutrons, 12 minus 6 equal to 6. In C613, right, proton is 6, electron is 6, but neutron is 7. So these are some basic examples. I already give you a lot of examples in PDF format. Okay, when you watch the video, in the below, just a link is there. Please click on the link and get the PDF. There are notes, there are contents, there are examples and different questions. You have to do that. If is there any doubt, please send the questions to our Telegram link, so we can clear your queries, we can clear your doubts. Fine. So these are the basic informations. Please observe these things, C612 and C613. What do you think? These are the isotopes, similar atomic number but different mass number. So in the next class we discuss about isotopes, isobars, fine, isotones, isoelectronic, a lot of things are there. So please kindly focus all the things, all the contents. You just apply this concept in various question format. Definitely you get benefited throughout. Thank you for your appreciations. We already got a lot of appreciation for our channel. We already got 200 more subscribers within the 2 days. So thank you so much. And next time definitely we extended our topic in a various ways. In the first topic we discussed about science, matter, element, compound, somehow definitions, and also the most important thing, unit conversions. But this time we explain about fundamental atoms. Next hand we just discuss about some different informative part, and next one mole concept, stoichiometric part. A lot of things is going onwards. Just keep on watching, and thank you so much for your appreciation. Thank you.